When you see that notification, we about to go live. Hit this track and do you dance like you Karen Lacey. Run it back to time, Matthew to the house, baby. It's Tingle and Co. From 7 to 9. Compete with the show. It's a new era. Let's get it, let's go. From 7 to 9. It's Tingle and Co.
In to Tingle and Co. here on this Thursday morning.
Yeah, and Lloyd.
Yeah. As we're rolling through week number five straight weeks of LSU football as LSU faces Ole Miss on Saturday in Oxford. And I will start the show off once again, making sure you guys know we expect to see you in the Golf Suites bar Saturday at 2:30 for LSU versus Ole Miss kickoff, as we will be live for the game, watch partying it at Golf Suites with some LSU legends in the room, and we want you guys there.
That's really nice of you to call me that.
Yeah, no, Jonathan and Rohan Davey.
You went to school long enough.
We expect to see you guys there.
Timeline.
We wanted that place to be packed to watch LSU and Ole Miss face off.
As some would say, if you didn't show up, unacceptable.
I agree. First time, I read this yesterday. I don't know how true it is, but I did read it on social media.
I love that we have to say that now.
As undefeated teams, LSU and Ole Miss.
Since the Billy Cannon run.
Wait,
Source?
for real?
Mincy.
Oh, really? It was Mincy?
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was.
That's a real thing?
I mean, it does make sense because, I mean, very rarely have they played like this
early in the year.
Yeah,
It used to be a much later in the year game,
That's crazy.
and very rarely has Ole Miss been undefeated.
Or LSU.
Or LSU.
You know,
The
I know.
last 5, LSU has not been undefeated.
You know, I know you're telling the truth because you're not taking a bite of the meat.
Yeah, Jonathan's got an idea.
It's not an idea. It's
like he's a
belief system.
He's like a
He
ward
wants
in the
power.
prison.
Yes.
I do want
wants
power. This is the
He
meat of
gets
truth.
one compliment from a
from
call-in,
a listener. Yep.
and he starts wielding his meat.
It was a compliment, and somebody aped my question style, which counts as 2 compliments if you really think about it.
Oh, what JD
Yeah.
asking the question? That was actually really
That was fucking really
by
funny.
him.
That was really funny.
What did he say?
He said, "What did he say? When are you doing trivia with JD, and why did he blow you off?"
yeah, that was really good.
But anyway, this is the meat of truth. And
Yes.
If anybody tells a lie
Somebody's lying, they have to eat
on the
meat.
show, they got to take a bite of
It's
the meat
like
of truth.
Catholicism. They have the body of Christ. You have the meat of truth.
Got the meat of truth. Amen.
There you go.
And if anybody senses it in the chat, speak up, please.
Yeah, if you think we're lying, you know.
It's the rapture.
But there also is 3 people in this room, and if 2 outweigh 1 of saying, if I say, Lloyd, you're lying, but Lloyd says, no, I'm not, and Jonathan says, no, he's not, then it's on
You
me.
gotta eat the meat.
But if Jonathan says, hey, Noah, you're lying, and Lloyd's like, no, he's not, and I'm like, no, I'm not.
You
I
gotta
gotta
eat
eat the meat. J'accuse, if you j'accuse incorrectly, you gotta eat the meat.
There you go.
It's still a meatocracy.
But,
Anyway, what are we doing? Sports show?
yes,
It's a
Tingle and
meat-
Co.
it's a
here
meat
live on this
autocracy.
Thursday morning. Good morning to you all over there in the chat. How are we doing?
That meat better be from GoMart. If that's
Fair
the case,
enough.
I'd be lying all day. Because I want the meat.
That Go-Mart meat.
I want that turkey, Tom.
That Wardo's
No
po'
comma.
boy. If you are going to Oxford, make sure you cut through Natchez, Mississippi.
No
It's
more chicken on the stick.
necessary. No,
I want that turkey,
No
Tom,
reason to
in
do
the
that
foil.
to yourself.
no, you need that junkin'
In the
cooked
trunk
right in
end.
front of you. You can go stand and watch it get cooked.
Treat your
Watch it
tummy.
done right
Treat
there.
your tummy right.
Treat yourself.
Treat Tom right.
Treat Tom.
But like we said, it is week number 5. LSU, Ole Miss on Saturday. I tell you what, as the week has gone on, I've just gotten more and more fired up for this game. Because like I said, I saw Mincy put it out yesterday. It's the first time these teams have faced off undefeated. It's a big test, and really a lot of things feel like they are leaning Ole Miss's way just from the public perception.
Oh, that hasn't happened before, has it?
I feel like it's happened almost every game going into this year, especially the first one. But BK said on the SEC Coaches Teleconference, it's SEC time. The focus and attention to detail are locked in. We're excited to go on the road. Welcome to the SEC. Let's go play.
SEC TV.
SEC
Tim Westwood
TV.
TV.
But I'm excited, man. As the days go by, I'm more and more fired up for what we will see on Saturday at 2:30 p.m. as LSU and Ole Miss kick off. Today we will dive into the defenses of both teams. We've got some numbers. We've got some eye test conversations, opinions as well. Some other news. BK on Caden Durham for this Saturday. Shout out to Scott Rabelais for always doing such a good job putting the quotes out from the teleconference. We're going to list him as questionable today and see how he progresses. Could go from questionable to out
Don't quote him on
or to probable. So it could be either way. Right now he's questionable, and it's like the truest form of questionable where they're going to see how he progresses, and if he gets better, he'll play. If he gets worse, he won't. And so you have to kind of be in the mindset of if you're going to be okay with
So-
Caden not playing. Go ahead.
I'm just going to ask you a question. If we're doing meat truth,
Fuck yes. Is that out loud? Sorry.
how much meat BK have to eat for this quote?
What
Would
For
you
being- For saying the most,
you don't think this is a truthful quote?
it's pretty ambiguous, honestly.
I feel like he's playing both sides of the fence at the same time.
Yeah, it sounds like he's not going to play.
Yeah, but he's
agree.
saying that
But-
that's an option. He's not saying Caden Durham's going to play on Saturday.
it feels like this middle of the road statement is leaning no. Right?
And I feel like that's the safest. I feel like most people would make that assumption reading this.
Emotionally, I've been making that assumption already.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was my assumption.
And I agree with him. You have to give the illusion that he's going to play, so they have to prepare for someone else. But there's not enough tape on anyone else to even worry about.
Yeah.
Or he's going to play.
He's going to play. But I did like the question that Wyatt posted out on our Twitter last night. With Caden Durham questionable for Saturday's game, what's the confidence level in the rest of the running back room if Durham can't go? And I will pose that back to the chat. So
this is a meat-worthy question.
If you guys want to weigh in on where you're from a 1 to a 10, where's your confidence level if Durham does not play on Saturday, which obviously just reading that, it feels like that will be the situation. I'll run through some of the comments, the replies on that tweet. Christian, of course, said a 6 or a 7 because he's a child.
Yep.
But Stan Reed, Jawan is a starter. He will produce. Jaster at Slept on Jaster. I believe in them as long as some holes open up for them. Pause. D Zig at KGD 1795. I believe in Harlem Berry, Juju Johnson, and Caleb Jackson. Some other ones. Jeremy Wheeler says number 8 is going to get the job done just fine. Al Bloodworth 6, but I hope Barry uses this opportunity to show the staff that he deserves more playing time. Kick Game J at J Phillips 95 replied with a picture of Xavion Thomas. Which I think is an interesting talking point or idea. Easy Dub says, pretty confident about a 7 out of 10. JJ showed me this year that he can pass block and see the right holes, and Harlem is a big play waiting to happen. Free Milk, number 4, at JBLSU07. 7 to 8, I'm still confident, especially in Jawan Johnson. I think he's a lot better than he's given credit for. We'll see what the rest of the chat says this morning. Lloyd put out the poll question this morning. How many snaps will Caden Durham play on Saturday? Want to see what you guys think. Go STTDB, Barry breakout game, 8.5. Logan Neer, doesn't matter, Jawan legacy game. Let's see. Durham or no Durham, I'm at a 7. Wolfgang, it's hard to say if it's Durham or just the bad OL/scheme. He just hasn't done much. Minus the one big run. Brian Burgess, same as it was, a 9, whether he plays or not. Mac Daddy Donk. So if Durham don't play, we will be okay. I have all the faith in the world with number 8. Guys, if you've seen this guy play at LCA, you would know. Bo Brewer, there won't be a difference. 7-7, the Gray Ghost. 7, next man up. I mean, I and Lloyd, Jonathan, I'll pose it to you guys. You can elaborate on it as well. Your confidence level if Caden Durham is not going to play on Saturday and the guys behind him.
First of all, I'm very surprised, and I won't even say it's like slander. A little confused by the lack of what Caden Durham did for you last year into what's going on this year. First play of the game. Do I need to remind you? First play of the season for LSU's offense, Caden Durham. And then to go from that to I think a lot of this is stemming from what happened on the broadcast where Caden Durham was not following the blocks or the highlighted railroad track. And now it's like, not any good. He saved your season last year. Caden Durham's a good football player. So I don't think anybody can be, it's not next man up. Caden Durham was your starter, and I expected him to have a legitimate breakout year. Your team's not the same without Caden Durham. That's a fact. So while it is next man up and fill the gaps in which you can, you're better with Caden Durham on the field, true or false?
True.
True.
No, I agree.
Rest my case.
He's a letter grade higher than anybody else.
And look, I understand
who I'm not shitting on, right? Like, they're talented, but he's proven to be able to do it. No one else has.
Mac Daddy Dog's not wrong, like, which is a fun thing to say.
Say it again.
Mac Daddy Dunk's not wrong. Like, what Jawan Johnson did in high school is incredible. He broke every record possible. But guess at what position he did it?
Quarterback.
He hasn't played SEC running back for more than 30 snaps.
He came in as a safety, and then he was a quarterback, and now he's an emergency
and then he was
first-string running
back,
back, arguably.
And then he was a quarterback, and now he's a running
You're
back.
lucky to have a dude with that much talent on your team that you can move around everywhere, but until anything happens against like actual SEC competition, you'd have to bite into the meat stick if you.
Yeah,
You said that you
think,
were overwhelmingly confident with him.
I
Right?
think, and to go with your point, Lloyd, a lot of the reason I do think the recency bias of the Southeastern game and like you said, the highlight of the cutback issues, the trust your track situation, has allowed for people to kind of laser in and focus in on that more than anything else. Because in that game, it was visible, like you could see the difference when you trust your blocker when you don't. Mm-hmm. And Juwan on Saturday against Southeastern looked like his vision was a step ahead of where Caden's was right now. But
that was all within the red zone. There's nowhere to go. You have to do that.
Oregon Trail, you got to ford the river.
no, I mean Juwan ran more than just the red zone.
No, but I'm talking about the runs that people are highlighting, or him making plays within the scheme, of course, right? But it was all like the runs that people are highlighting are the ones that he scored touchdowns on.
Well, yeah, of course.
There's nothing
of
from
course.
him outside on 1st and 10 from the 25.
No, I mean there are.
No, there's so much more evidence of being able to look at what Caden Durham has done.
Right,
become
of
his
course,
gut,
of course.
So then they look at
Well, and
Juwan
I'm
Johnson
not
scoring touchdowns.
I'm not
or
taking
getting
I'm not taking the other side of the argument.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like,
yeah.
it's easy to paint that picture whenever it's not necessarily true.
Right, that's right. Like the recency bias of that game has created the current situation where Juwan might be the best runner. Like there was a lot of those conversations happening on Saturday, and they've only grown since then because of Caden being potentially out and having to trust in. And I think Juwan Johnson has 1,000% the ability to be a serviceable running back on Saturday to get the job done. He's looked really good in pass protection against all opponents, whether it was Clemson or Florida. Like, because that's where the conversation for me. The better defenses that you can say what you want about Clemson and Florida, their defenses have been good.
Yeah.
And in those games, you've trusted number 29 to be your back, and I felt like he played good enough, especially in that Clemson game, against a really good defensive front, again, and against a good defense, that solidified him as the guy. And I think, like Devin Johnson says, yes, Caden was missing clear running lanes. He was. He was not trusting his track, like Jordan Rogers said on Saturday against Southeastern.
Now we trust Jordan Rogers.
But okay, go.
No, I'm just gonna say, like, there's a reason that Caden Durham is running this way.
Right,
Because he doesn't trust his track. Why would he? And the way that he made plays last year was by being a playmaker. He got put in the football game by doing it himself. He never trusted his track as a freshman. He got thrust into a game against South Carolina, and what did he do?
Instinct.
Break
Right.
tackles. I'm going out here to make a play because we need a running game. And when he was put in the game, that's how he's played his entire life.
Yeah.
People are quick to forget that he was a true freshman last year, and now he's a true sophomore. Like, of course, there's going to be a learning curve, and the curve of what people are judging him by is unfair. Because you're like, oh, I expect you to come in here and be like a stud.
Right.
Sure, that's fair, but he doesn't have a true run game to operate off of. When you look at what Joe Sloan has done with the run game, what they're trying to do with the run game with Garrett Nussmeier, it's very obvious. He ain't pulling it.
Right.
And so Caden Durham doesn't trust what he sees, because why would he? Every time I've made a play, it's like I said, go back to the first play against Clemson. That wasn't because he trusted his track. He got knocked off the track, made a play, and ran for 35 yards. Like, that's who he is, because why would he trust anything else? And now he's hurt.
Right. And I think, and I agree with you, because it is like that's who he had to be. If you go back and you watch the South Carolina game, that's how he won the job. Was he made the plays himself. He broke tackles in the backfield. He turned the corner. He used his speed and his ability to make those plays. Andrew Messina, I agree wholeheartedly. If Durham is 75%, he needs to play. I would bump it up to maybe 80 instead of 75. Which
he's
is kind
60%. He's playing.
No, he should. Like you want 29 out there, not only because of what he can do in the run game. He's also extremely good in the pass game, and it allows for Juwan Johnson not have to carry the load. That's where my I guess where I get nervous in this realm is because without Caden Durham, and we talked about it before the season, he is one of the most important pieces on this football team with a Garrett Nussmeier. Caden Durham is like right there is that important because without him, you'd be relying on Juwan Johnson, Harlan Berry, Caleb Jackson. And to me, Juwan Johnson, yeah, he stepped up well against Southeastern. He hasn't had to carry the load against an SEC opponent or a Power 4 opponent. And so it would be the first time this weekend that he has to be an every down back and step up and handle that. And Caleb Jackson, obviously, there's something they see during the week or just a fit that's not there. That's why they don't give him the carry. So you would be asking Juwan Johnson, who hasn't had to do it extendedly, to step up and answer the call. You'd be asking Caleb Jackson, who just hasn't really gotten in his groove or found his role or really played to the best of his ability to step up and make it happen, or a true freshman in Harlan Berry to make it happen. Those are the guys you're relying on if Caden Durham does not play this weekend. And so, yes, I trust those three guys. They're obviously extremely talented, and I think they can all do the job that's in front of them. But Caden Durham is extremely important to the success of LSU football in 2025. And as much as I did like what I saw from Juwan on Saturday, because I did, it was impressive. He looked good. He looked like a running back. You saw the talent, the athleticism. We know he has all those things.
He looked like a ball carrier.
There's a lot of things that have to go right in an SEC game on the road. And that's something that Juwan hasn't had to do. Caleb Jackson has never really had to do. And Harlan Berry's definitely not had to do. Caden Durham's had to do it. That's where he got his first start. The first time he got out there and imposed his will against a defense was against an SEC team on the road against South Carolina last year. And so, to me, if LSU wants to be the best version of themselves, and if I want to be as confident as I can be in the run game, it's with 29 in the backfield. As much as I like those other three guys and they have talent and I want to see them succeed, and I'm intrigued on how they can add to it because I think they can.
Caden Durham has 52 carries this year. How many does Caleb Jackson have in his career?
Under that.
43.
50. He's been here for 3 years.
Right. No, I'm with you.
Juwan Johnson has touched the ball how many times in his career?
20?
16.
That's it?
Yeah, no, I mean, and he's played some extended time. He's done really good things in the pass protect. Like, he can do the job from that position. But this game is so important.
The reason I'm harping on this, and I don't mean to cut you off, but LSU ranks 112th in the country in yards per game, 109th in yards per carry, and 106th in attempts per game. And would that go up or down without Caden Durham?
Down. And
Ole Miss ranks 122nd out of 136 teams against the run in yards per game and 121st in yards per carry allowed.
190.5 yards per game given up.
And you're missing your starting running back.
5.15 yards per carry. This is the game
that Caden Durham would get on track where
that
everybody
you
be
want
like
Caden Durham to get on track. If you just look at just those numbers, and they are a tad bit skewed because of Taylon Green and the way he diced up. I mean, if you turn on the film from the Arkansas-Ole Miss game, I mean, Taylon Green diced them up, especially in the run game. So those numbers are a tad bit skewed. But if you go watch that Tulane game, we're going to get into the Ole Miss defense in a little bit. Tulane ran the ball well against Ole Miss. Like, when I watched that game, the Tulane offense beat Tulane more than the Ole Miss defense did. They ran the ball well, and Tulane's offensive line was able to get some push against that defensive front for the Rebels.
They just chuckle-fucked it in the end.
And they just didn't pull off the job. But if you want, if my confidence with Caden Durham at running back in this run game, because obviously there have been issues. Like the run game has been a struggle. And this is a game where not only should you be able to do it, you need to be able to do it. Like, it's extremely important to run the football. Brian Burgess, most of us are saying that the sky isn't falling if Durham does not play. No, and I'm with you. I don't think the sky is falling without Durham there. But I also don't want us to get in the position of taking number 29 for granted
Right,
and what
easy
he is
peasy.
and what he means for this team.
Yeah.
I wholeheartedly think that's what's happening.
Right, that's
Right.
the situation.
People are saying, "Oh, it's no big deal. Like, we'll just pop in one of
It's
these
the-
other dudes." It is kind of a big
Lest you forget last year.
I mean, he is the guy that broke that job wide open as a true freshman, and he's the guy that can, all three of the dudes that we have on the depth chart right now are all good at certain things, right? And at least in the limited amount of time that we've seen them, Durham can do all of those things on his own, right? Like
Right.
he doesn't just have like the one strength, like he's an outside guy, he's a jitterbug, he's he can get a little bit of power, which is what the three guys can all do on their own. He's the closest thing we have to a complete running back, and you can't just say,
Right. No, I'm with you. And I
that
think
dude not playing, it's no big deal.
And I think when you hear Rohan and Kevin talk about running back by committee and that's the situation, because somewhat they spread those carries around. Caden Durham still gets the majority of them consistently, and so I'm interested to see how those other guys step up, because I think the opportunities are going to be there. Because even if Caden does play on Saturday, I don't think it's going to be the same type of extended outing that he usually gets, because he's that important to continue to work on. And you want to see those other three guys get some looks, especially to me, Jawan Johnson's going to have a bigger role on Saturday than he has before, because of what you saw against Southeastern and how good he looked. And I think he's a nice change of pace along with Caden, where he can do a lot of the similar things, and he's looked impressive. And so I think if I was to put numbers by it, if I was to rank it to 1 through 10 or wherever, about my confidence in the run game, with Caden Durham, it's a 7. Without Caden Durham, it's a 5. Like it's just, which to me, the sky's not falling, because it would be going from a 7 to a 2.
Yeah.
But I don't want to take for granted what he means, and that's why there's a significant drop-off in my confidence.
That's reasonable.
With or without Caden Durham on the field.
He has run for 213 yards this year. 151 of his yards are coming after contact.
And that's for a guy that's not considered a power runner. That's
like if you gave me that as Caleb Jackson, I'd
Right.
believe it.
yeah.
Right.
Like, I think there really are some still misconceptions about him and like what kind of back he really is, because he's a track star, and he was so young and so fast and so dynamic that we all kind of, I think, really looked at him and took him for granted as one type of back, when that's not really the case. He's a much more well-rounded guy than we're acting like.
He's a running back.
He's a fucking running back.
He's a running back. He played at Duncanville High School, which is one of the biggest football
6A
programs
Texas.
in the country.
And biggest track schools in Texas.
Right, and he came into LSU and answered the call on the road against the SEC in week number 3.
As an unknown entity, really.
And carried the load. I mean, obviously, it helped that he had Josh Williams back there with him, and they were able to split carries. Josh Williams not here anymore. And I think that's where you've seen Jawan kind of step up. And that's why I've really liked seeing Jawan out there, is that he's done that job where he will get in the mix in pass protection, and he will take some of those carries. And he's looked good filling that role. But you still need 29. And Jawan is not Josh.
No.
And so it's not going to be the same sort of...
It's a disservice to Josh Williams.
Right, because Josh Williams was here for, 6 years? Went through the program, physically developed through the program.
Boy, did he.
I mean, looked chiseled out of granite at Pro Day. And you saw the growth of him as a runner, to me, even from 2022 to 2024. Mm-hmm. From his first time getting extended looks with Jaden Daniels out there to running with Garrett Nussmeier last season at number 18, looked different. And Jawan is a true sophomore or a redshirt freshman. He's his second year in the program. That's had to do so many. Like, he spent all of spring playing quarterback. And that is
last year playing defensive back.
Right, and that has helped him in kind of, I think he takes some pressure off of Nussmeier, because he sees different things as well, and he will communicate, and also that's what helps his vision, I think, somewhat. But the biggest thing, it helps him in pass protection, because he knows what Nussmeier needs to be protected on, because he played quarterback at LCA for 4 years.
And a lot of, and this is just me speculating, but a lot of what those, I guess, quarterback options, when he knows Nussmeier ain't keeping it, he sees it as a quarterback. And so that's why his vision is able to get upfield and be able to cut and go inside, because that's what he did in high school. It feels very similar where he's like, might as well just snap it to him.
Right.
Because there's like, it's the exact same thing from the other side of like, this is what I see. I'm getting the ball. And that's where you're able to see him be able to kind of manufacture himself within the scheme of running between the tackles, because it's what I did in high school. It's not that different.
Right.
But you're playing different people. And you haven't done it from this side, and that's where there can be miscues from mesh point, all of those different things where you're not the one with the ball in your hands to start.
Yeah.
And there is a world in which you see Juwan Johnson beat Josh Williams in 2 years, where it's like you've been in the program forever, and you've done everything that you could for LSU. And I would think that he's a dynamic athlete. I am not.
Right.
I'm not putting Juwan Johnson down in what he did in high school and
It
his
is a fucking
ability.
blessing to have on your
yeah,
team.
it's unbelievable what he's already done in a short amount of time. But he hasn't been in that position for very long. And to poo-poo what Caden Durham has done and what he could be and what he will be, I think that's a disservice to Durham.
Yep.
Like,
I agree.
and I'm not trying to make a mountain out of a molehill, but it just does feel like the one thing where Ole Miss, like you would have a distinct advantage, and what LSU is still proven they can't do, that's the one thing that you should be able to attack, and LSU hasn't proven the ability to do it yet.
I mean,
now you're missing your leading rusher.
I'm
Yeah.
looking at it from the perspective of the opposing fan base, right? Like, kind of like the way we were looking at Clemson going to week 1, where it's like, they don't have a real running back back there. That's a wide receiver that has moved to running back. And I'm not going to take that super seriously.
It's a good way to look at it,
It's a good way. I think I think you need to be a little bit objective and step away from the situation. And it's like, if we're going to be putting a number on this, the fact that we're losing a guy that had as many rushing yards as he did, and, as Durham did as a true freshman, the fact that he's going to be 60%, 65% probably, if he's out there at all, getting 15, 20 snaps, under 10 touches. If I'm Ole Miss, I'm looking at that very, very favorably. It's like they got a guy that played safety at running back right now, and they got a freshman, and they got a guy that's, a situational running back, with Jackson.
Yeah, I agree. I think that, and I think the ceiling is extremely high for Juwan Johnson at
Absolutely.
whatever position he ends up playing.
That's what I'm not. Yeah, I'm not shitting on that.
No, I agree,
whatsoever.
and that's what I want to make sure it's known that that's not the situation.
Yeah, dude, I'm a huge Juwan Johnson fan.
situation
I'm a
is
huge Harlan.
you would be putting pressure on a guy that's never had to play the position and hasn't had to do it against top level competition. Can you pull up the numbers of Juwan Johnson carries versus Clemson and Florida? Those two defenses. Like how many times he had to run the ball? Because that's what intrigues me is like what we saw on Saturday. Yes, it looked good against Southeastern. He trusted his blocks, this, that, and the other. They trusted him more in that game, obviously, as Durham went down. But against that level of opponent, to get him the live reps against an opponent that's an FCS
And you look
team,
comfortable.
And he looked comfortable. It's different when you go on the road and you play against an SEC opponent. As much as, to me, you look at Ole Miss's defense, it's not to the same level of Florida and Clemson at all.
No.
Like, at all.
Louisiana Tech, 1 carry for 1 yard. Florida, 4 carries for 0 yards. Selah.
Yeah, against Florida, he had that big fumble on before the Nussmeier interception.
That's another thing. People remember the last thing they saw: 8 carries for 43 yards, 5.4 yards a pop,
and 2 touchdowns. Yeah, of course.
And I mean, it was a relief to see that we had a guy out there who could pick up the load in a situation that we did not expect him to have to, but that an SEC running back does not make, right?
Right. No, I agree, and I think that's, to me, where I'm at with the Caden Durham discussion. As much as I want to see Juwan get some more extended time in the game, and I want to see his role grow on Saturday, but I don't want it to go from what it's been to now you're the lead back and you're taking all the carries on Saturday against Ole Miss in Oxford.
If I'm being like the eternal optimist in this situation, right? I'm looking at this as a thing where later in the season, this could be a really great opportunity, right? That he gets these carries and then we become super secure in him as a number 2 running back because we've seen him carry a bigger part of the load. Like going forward, this could be a really good thing.
Right.
But you still have to get over that hill this weekend.
And I want, because because I don't want it to sound like this. This conversation is not about LSU versus Ole Miss specifically.
No, it isn't.
We're not taking into account Ole Miss's defense. We're not focusing in on this Saturday specifically. So I don't want it to sound like we're being negative as if LSU's going to lose on Saturday, because that's not the case. We're talking about the situation just really in general speaking of if your RB1 goes down in general. This is not specific to Ole Miss because and we're going to dive into the conversation later on this morning. I really think LSU has a really, really good chance this weekend against the Rebels. And I don't want y'all to think that the way we're talking about this right now is about Ole Miss specifically. Yes, you can be nervous with the run game, this, that, and the other. That's not what we're talking about. Ole Miss and LSU's going in, this, that, and the other, and we're nervous what it's going to look like. It's just about SEC football in general, going and playing without your guy, RB1, and the fact that can be nerve-wracking. But it's not about Ole Miss specifically because we ran the numbers by you. This is a weekend where LSU should be able to turn around, hand the football off, and go get yards.
Yeah, no, I think there's something to be said about, like, if there is a week against, like, let's say this is the third big team we played, right? If you're going to pick one of those 3 games to not have Caden and to have to break somebody in, it is clearly this one.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. And I want to give a quick ad read before we get into the LSU Ole Miss discussion, just so I don't forget that every day we're brought to you by AJ Sports Cards right there on Drusilla Lane.
Every damn day.
AJ Sports Cards, 3348 Drusilla Lane is the address. Go check it out. In-store, they open at 9:30 a.m., so watch the show from 7 to 9, and then head on over to AJ Sports Cards starting at 9:30 a.m. Follow them on Facebook at AJ Sports Cards, Instagram at AJ Sports Cards 225BR. We are working on some really cool stuff with AJ Sports Cards, and they've bet on us from the beginning. I want to get into the Ole Miss defense discussion because I think for Gage Evans and Mr. Brian Burgess, the negativity I feel like y'all think we are spewing, I think this conversation will change that. And I feel like if you go back and you listen to the quarterback conversation, as good as Trinidad Chambliss is, we sat there at the end and we said, still love the advantage LSU has defensively and the way they're going to be able to cause problems for him. Even the playmaker conversation yesterday, all those guys fit the offense extremely well. LSU has answers for all of those questions.
You can be realistic and give the opposition their flowers and still
because I think LSU has the advantage even in all those discussions once again today
100%. With
the Ole Miss defense. I turned on the Kentucky game, the Tulane game, and the Arkansas game and watched those yesterday. And what I saw from the defense, to me, in the Tulane game in the first half, the Green Wave offense was bad. They missed throws. They had missed some badly timed penalties. And I felt like they ran the ball relatively well. The front made lanes for them. It didn't look like this dominating performance. Defensively, the final score would tell you. When you look at the final score and it's 45-10, you would say, man, the Ole Miss defense went out there and dominated that football game.
It was more Tulane losing than
right. When you turn the game on,
will.
That wasn't the situation. Ole Miss didn't consistently get pressure on the quarterback. Now, part of that's because Retzlaff for Tulane can tuck it and run with it, and that created challenges. But they really didn't get in the backfield all that much. The Tulane front was able to make lanes for the running backs, and I felt like they ran the ball well. I saw Ole Miss run some different stunts, which one of my keys for tomorrow, and I'll give you a little preview, is that. How can LSU defend the stunt? Because teams are going to do it consistent over and over and over again.
Yeah, you attack the fences where it's weak.
And because LSU showed they can't stop it. And so I saw Ole Miss run ET stunts against Tulane. Even to be more specific, I saw them run it on the right side. And it really was somewhat of a bend, don't break kind of game for Ole Miss. Like they allowed Tulane to run the clock, like to manage the game, really. Like the time of possession was pretty comparable at halftime. And they didn't allow them to score points once they got into the red zone. But really, to me, when I looked at it, it was Tulane's fault.
Yeah.
It wasn't Ole Miss's fault that Tulane didn't score. It was because Tulane didn't complete swing passes. Retzlaff spiked the ball into the ground a couple times, missed throws. And I thought the defensive backfield for Ole Miss played well, but nothing overly impressive. To talk about them a little more specifically, they have some big guys up front with Will Eccles and Xavion Harris, number 51 and 52 in the middle of their defensive line, who both are pretty good. They'll clog up some lanes. They're both, like, when I say big boys, they're stout in the middle of that line. Number 4, Centarian Perkins is impressive. He's a really good athlete, and the way they use him is similar to what you've seen a player with the last name Perkins in purple and gold be used. And so I said it's funny how they use him because they use him a lot like Harold. And so Centarian Perkins is probably the most impressive athlete on that Ole Miss defense. Athlete and player, like not just a gifted athlete, but he's also a good football player. They have Prince Will Uman-Mielen. So I don't know if you remember Prince Lee Uman-Mielen, who was a defensive end for Ole Miss last season, transferred from Florida. They have Prince Will Uman-Mielen, who I think is a transfer from Nebraska.
They're sick fucking names.
And he plays linebacker, kind of edge rusher for them now, and he's a really good athlete. They have Yates and Daughtery, number 30 and number 6 at linebacker. They're good sideline to sideline type linebackers. They're really good athletes, but they don't pop off the page. I think they lead the team in tackles. Perkins, Daughtery, and Yates are like 15 tackles, 14 tackles. So those 3 guys are the guys going sideline to sideline making the plays. And then at the DB position, you have number 33, Antonio Kite, number 32, Chris Graves Jr., you have number 16, Wyatt Williams, who's a pretty good player, but they do get kind of grabby at times. And then obviously everyone's favorite at safety, they have number 3, Sage Ryan back there, who we all know really well. I don't need to get into a breakdown of Sage Ryan because we've actually watched him for 3 years. And so what I saw was some good athletes. They have good speed. They do have some standouts up front. The Eccles and Harris are really good at the interior of that defensive line, but they're nothing special, man. Overall, I just wasn't super impressed watching the Ole Miss defense. Like they didn't get to the quarterback. They didn't really cause that much pressure against Tulane and against Taylon Green. Like I thought they didn't make Taylon Green's life extremely hard.
And they didn't make Ritzlaff's life
right.
Like
they're number 118 in the country in TFLs. They're number 120 in the country in sacks. Like they don't get in the backfield. They don't create problems for quarterbacks that often. They're the number 74 passing defense with opposing quarterbacks. I think what was it, like 22 of 58 going at them. Passing yards per game, they're ranked number 25. They give up 166 yards per game. And then, like Lloyd said, the rushing defense, 190.5 yards per game with 5.15 yards per carry.
It's the kind of thing where if our rushing defense was that bad,
it has been.
It has been, exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the last couple of years, we were rightfully freaking the fuck out in these kind of games.
Yeah.
And again, like for everyone saying that we're being negative or like we're being too
overly optimistic about what Ole Miss can do offensively.
Yeah. Like, let's make this like a very clear statement of fact that like that is not terrifying, right? And that is something that, like, if Tulane's offensive line made lanes for their guys, to move the ball,
you would hope LSU's.
You would think that
thing, right?
at a minimum, our guys will be able to do the same.
Ole Miss also has a -2 turnover margin. They've only had 2 interceptions on the year, so they don't make plays.
I know this defense
in the defensive backfield.
I've seen this.
Right.
Yeah, we
live
this.
Right,
We
that's
live
what I was
this
about to
life.
say. And to compare those numbers to and another thing, the offenses they've faced up to this point, and now these numbers, I want everyone to understand, can be skewed by the fact that this defense is not very good, so it can make the offense's ranking look better. Arkansas is the number 8 offense in the country. Kentucky, number 75. Tulane, number 76. And Georgia State, number 96. So the 4 teams they've played all have top 100 offenses, but 3 of them are 75, 76, and 96. Arkansas being the lone top 10 offense they've faced. Ole Miss is the number 9 overall offense. To compare it to LSU, that was defense on third down. They have a 38% stop rate on third down, or
62nd in the country.
Right. It's 38% times the opponent is going to convert on third down, 22 of 58. LSU on third down.
And before, but just real quick, just so you know what they were dealing with last year and what you get what you pay for. 32%, and they were 13th in the country.
It's a huge drop off. If
Well,
you
get what
even
you
if
pay
you
for
just
it.
go watch the film from last year, this year,
They shit the bed last year.
right, and they had one of the best defenses in college football in 2024. Like, there's no discussion about, like, they were like, they should have been
In the college football playoff.
in the college football playoff with the defense they had.
shit
With
down
Walter
their
Nolan
leg.
in the middle, Trey Amos in the defensive backfield, Centarian Perkins, Princely. Like, they had guys everywhere.
They do not have that this year.
They don't have that this year. Centarian Perkins
It's still there.
is the one. Like, the player that I look on the defense, I'm like, he's a problem. But that's it. And
But also to compare him to our Perkins is a little far-fetched because he's
well, no, he's not
6'1", 210.
Yeah, he's not Harold whatsoever. The way they use him.
Yeah, of course.
almost
But I mean,
identical.
I'm just saying, like, for people that have been saying that we're slobbing too much on these guys or whatever, like, all right, let's be realistic about it. He's 2 inches and 30 pounds lighter, right?
Right.
I mean, or 15 pounds lighter. Like a really good player, but he ain't Harold.
Right.
They don't have anybody near his.
And to compare
talent level.
to LSU's
And
defense.
Pete ain't Blake.
Right. And that's what I was about to say. I mean, to compare to LSU's defense, LSU's opponents are 13 of 53 on third down, which is the number 14 in the country. LSU gives up 182.2 pass yards per game, which is number 43. And I just want to say that number looks like that because LSU's rushing defense is the number 10 rushing defense in the country. They give up 64 yards per game, 2.56 yards per carry, and they've only allowed 1 rushing touchdown this season.
Give up 9 points a game.
And you don't give up some of that yardage. You don't get those 5 picks against Florida.
Right.
Giving up a little bit of that yardage because you made them throw so fucking much.
And that's what I was
Because
saying. The reason they
So-
give up 182.2
Which is not a lot.
pass yards per game, which isn't anything crazy,
that's-
but it's because
Would've
they're
murdered for
forcing
that.
teams to have to throw the football so much.
And they're making mistakes when they do throw the football.
And they're number 87 in TFLs, number 25 in sacks. And the offenses they've faced are Clemson, who's ranked number 88, LA Tech ranked number 107, and Florida ranked number 108, which would be the clear advantage on defense. Like, it is, and I'll say this, the way we talked about Ole Miss's offense, the gap between LSU's defense and Ole Miss's defense is much larger than the gap between the two offenses. To me, if you look at the offenses, Ole Miss right now is the better offense. The gap there is not as big as it is on defense. LSU is considerably better, clearly better, largely better on defense than Ole Miss is. When I looked at the film and I looked at the numbers, this is a game where LSU's offense should be able to create plays and should be able to go and score touchdowns. I think when I look at it, they've played a lot of different types of quarterbacks. They've played Calzada from Kentucky, who will tuck it and run. He's not a dynamic athlete, but he'll run it. Talon Green, who is a dynamic athlete with the football in his hands. Retzlaff as well, a pretty good runner of the football and did a really good job against Ole Miss on Saturday at using his legs. This is the best quarterback they have faced this season in Garrett Nussmeier. Quarterback, not athlete at the quarterback position when it comes to dissecting the plays, seeing what the defense is giving, and if he plays the way he did on Saturday, if they keep that same rhythm, he should be able to cause a lot of issues for the Ole Miss defense.
I think that's where a lot of the consternation comes from, right? About this game and people that are saying we're making too much of it. The inability that LSU has is a lot of what causes this, right? Like when you say, oh, you have the best quarterback that they faced. Also, you don't know what you have on the offensive line. Like all of this goes hand in hand to what plays into Ole Miss's strengths versus. That's why this is it's a huge prove-it game for LSU to be able to go, okay, if you can do these things somewhat competently, you should win. but you haven't seen LSU be able to do any of it competently yet. You don't know the health of Garrett Nussmeier. You don't know what you have at right tackle. You don't know what you have at running back. Like, all of these things are question marks that...
And way more than we expected to have by week 5.
That's part of the problem. And,
You know.
But that's where a lot of people in the country are.
Right.
And that's
That's
where
true,
it
too.
feels like LSU should have taken this opportunity, or should be at this point of the season, where it is everything that you've done up to this point feels like it doesn't mean anything. You win against Clemson, they don't look very good. You win against Florida, they look like they're lost. And those are two great, but what you don't take from that is you face two extremely good defenses just because they can't score points. That should be a check mark for LSU's defense.
Well, and that's why, and I was going to, I guess, kind of oppose
100%.
that. I feel like it's more of a prove-it game for LSU's defense than it is for the offense. Like, I think LSU defense is that good. The part that gets the knock more than anything is the fact that you haven't faced good offenses. So, like, the credit...
I feel like you've broken two good offenses.
Florida was never a good offense.
No, but you see the ability. Like, the fact they didn't have good players.
They have more natural talent than this offense does. Their quarterbacks are...
You put them in positions where they couldn't be good.
So did USF. Florida was not a good offense. And I'm not trying to discount LSU's defense. I think it's elite. But I think this is more of an opportunity for the defense to prove themselves against a Lane Kiffin offense than it is for the offense to prove themselves against a defense that's just
Not a lot of
that
quarterbacks
good.
that have played quarterback throw 5 interceptions in a game.
Especially
I
not
agree.
a guy that is
But that
a first rounder in a lot of people's minds in 2 years.
right, but he wasn't.
He was not. No,
Right,
he was
and
not.
so-
Because you broke him.
He was broken before he got to LSU. Now,
Yeah, he was losing-
LSU
he was losing his confidence before
LSU
that
caused
game,
a lot
but-
of problems,
But we fucked him up even more.
And
but
a lot of that does.
offense was broken before they faced LSU.
yeah.
And now it brought me a lot of confidence in our defense because
that game was a flag pull away from being 10-0 down.
I'm with you. I think, but when I look at it, LSU's defense has faced lesser competition than LSU's offense has so far through this point. Is that
I think that's
incorrect?
right. No, I think that's right. You don't have to bite the meat for that.
LSU's defense has faced lesser competition.
Oh, yeah,
than LSU's
absolutely. Oh,
offense
yeah,
has
for
faced.
sure.
Like, and so that's why, to me, going into this game, LSU's facing the number 8 or number 9 offense in the country. So that's why I think it's such a big prove-it game for this defense. Not that they're not it, because to me they are. But the country and the way people look at LSU is going to say, well,
And you played two talented but flawed offenses.
right, LSU, they've done it. They haven't done it against anyone in the top 75. Clemson number 88, Tech number 107, Florida number 108. And it's not just an LSU thing because Clemson and Florida's offense have been bad against
Shitty
all the
ones.
other teams they played against Miami, against LSU, against
Georgia
USF,
Tech.
against Georgia Tech, against Syracuse. Like it's looked bad in totality. And so it's just to me, I think this defense is elite. It's such a big prove-it opportunity for them against a Lane Kiffin number 9 overall offense that has scored a lot of points against everyone they faced. And I think it's a really good opportunity for the offense as well. But I think when you walk away from it, people are going to say, yeah, LSU's offense looked good. It went on the road. Ole Miss's defense is just bad. I think it's more of a get in your rhythm type of offense, a get-right game for the offense and a prove-it game for the defense.
Yeah. I think that's,
And I think
Lloyd kept saying this morning, and it was disgusting. He kept saying it's time to get hard and measure it. He said, take out the tape measure. You get hard and you measure it. When he's talking about the defense, he said it 15 times. It was 6:30 in the morning. It was a really awful morning, but it's true.
Slept good.
And so with when I look at this Ole Miss defense, and
Say
like
it,
you
Lloyd.
said, LSU's offensive line hasn't been able to turn around and hand it off, and they haven't been able to. Can they give Nuss time? This is a front for Ole Miss that LSU, if you're going to take that jump and be that caliber of an offense, you need to be able to do it against, because they don't have the front that Florida has. They don't have the front that Clemson has. Shoot, we're going to find out if they have the front that Louisiana Tech has. Because this Ole Miss defense is just on paper and even on film hasn't been impressive.
And two of their high, I know like recruiting stars don't actually mean anything anymore, really, just in the way the world works now. But it is fun to acknowledge the fact that two of their highest, 3 recruits on defense or 5 stars that bounce back off of our team.
Right. No, I mean, like, they are a transfer portal defense, which no disrespect, because so is LSU. LSU just went out and got the best guys because it was like a 1-year thing rather
Shout
than
out Austin Thomas.
Shout out AT.
We got guys that are taking a step up. They're getting guys that are arguably
guys
didn't
that-
live up to expectation or taking a
Well,
little
and
bit of a
they-
step back.
They're
because
pretty on paper.
because they had to spend all that money last offseason at getting the best guys, whether it's Amos, whether it's Walter Nolan, go down the list of these guys they went out and got. Princely, like, they went and paid for the guys.
And that's the part that if you want to
Yeah,
talk
by
about
the
this
boys.
whole thing in totality, that's what you're scared of if you're LSU, is to have that same bounce back effect of, I'll go out and spend $18 million in the transfer portal, and then what's my return? That's one of these games
Right.
where
You and
what
I,
did
three?
I pay
Five.
for?
Right.
Because you literally went out and crowdfunded for the
Right.
players that you have on paper, and don't get that twisted that Garrett Nussmeier is a part of that number.
Yeah, he is. Just
And
because he didn't
you
come out the
haven't got
portal.
the investment that you
You had
paid
to pony.
for.
You had to pony the fuck up.
Yeah, and that's when if it doesn't happen, if you turn out to be what Ole Miss was, which is end up in the Amarillo Bowl,
Right.
people ain't going back to the coffer.
No, I don't know. I mean, I've paused my $10 donations until the season's over.
You show them, buddy.
And then I'll
Fucking show 'em.
tell me if my $10 is going back in the pot or not. But yeah, no, I'm with you, and I think this game is a really intriguing one because
I think Go ahead, sorry.
it's two teams that are unbalanced. Ole Miss is unbalanced, where their offense is much better than their defense, and LSU right now defense much better than offense.
And people see the potential in LSU's offense to where before the
Right.
year, it should be better, but then
Right.
you have to weigh in all of the factors that have gone into it that it's unproven.
And
all of this college football season has been unproven. That's why this one holds so much weight to this point of the year. It could be nothing. It could be Ole Miss falls off the cliff or LSU falls off the cliff, which I would be very surprised. But it's one of those where if you drop it, like same thing that with Ole Miss last year. You can look at those 2 seasons
right,
of Ole Miss last year. Like you look back at it, you go, how did that happen?
that was two teams going into that game with 1 loss. Now you have 2 teams going into this game with no
Undefeated
losses.
for the first time since Billy Cannon buried money in his backyard.
There you go. And so last year was 2 teams going in with 1 loss. The team that wins
You don't want this to be a counterfeit win.
got shot up,
We're
and
at
the team
2.
that lost got knocked down. They went down, and they ended up beating Georgia later in the year, and it really didn't mean all that
Because
much.
you can't lose to Kentucky.
Because you can't lose to
Because
Kentucky.
Ole
and then
Miss
they
could
ended up
be
losing to
Kentucky
Florida.
this year.
Right. And so
And I mean, like, that's also, I mean, it does kind of come back to, like, again, the allegations of us being overly filletive on Kiffin. Like, yeah, he's a really good offensive play caller and stuff,
Measure
but
it.
there has not been a team he's put together and, like, done a masterful head coaching job in terms of, like, toe to tip excelling with an entire squad, right? Like, he's put a bunch of talent together, he's put some great offenses together, but
In totality, he hasn't
in totality,
proven
he
to
has
do it the
not.
whole year.
Exactly.
no, I mean, like
That's his knock.
right, and
And
that's
the same thing for Brian Kelly.
Yes,
That's also true.
That's why it's such. And so to me, the gap between, like I said, unbalanced teams, right? Ole Miss offense here, defense here. LSU offense here, defense here. The gap between the unbalancedness, so the gap between the LSU defense and the Ole Miss defense is massive, from players, from execution, from the competition they faced.
Coaching staff?
And more importantly, the coaching staff, the coordinator more than anything. Blake Baker is one of the clearest advantages in this football game overall.
And we were talking about this last night, how it is, as much as this might ruffle some feathers in terms of the hierarchy of the coaching staff, this is a Blake Baker versus Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, no, it is.
Nobody's saying it's a BK versus Kiffin.
No, it is. This is Blake Baker is one of the clearest advantages in this game.
He's the most important coach.
It's not
we
like
have.
when I saw the tweet put out that Trinidad Chambliss was the starting quarterback for Ole Miss on Saturday, I quote tweeted it with a picture of Blake Baker. And yesterday, it was a picture of Harold Perkins. Because those two guys,
Yeah.
this is what they're here for.
Yep.
You know, and I think Blake Baker and this defense have such a clear-cut advantage compared to the Ole Miss defense than what the Ole Miss offense has compared to LSU's offense. Because, and one of the biggest pieces for me is when you just look at the trenches, these are two offensive lines that have not played up to par yet this year. But there's a stark contrast between the defensive lines they're going to face.
And we talked to an Ole Miss beat writer yesterday that very much covers the program, goes to press conferences, does the whole deal. They are not all in on Chambliss. They want this to be an Austin, what's his name? Austin Simmons. I was about to say Austin Thomas. Too bad we took him. They want that to be his program, and they're biding their time until he comes back because they don't want to believe that they have a legitimate quarterback controversy. They were like, he's a good backup. He is head and shoulders above what Austin Simmons has shown this year, but I think
Simmons isn't healthy, but yeah, 100%.
Austin Simmons hasn't played. Like there's not enough of a sample size to be as all-in as they are, but I think they're terrified of what the portal has to hold. And if you don't have the vote of confidence from your fan base because to me, if that happened at LSU, and maybe that's why you don't play Michael Van Buren, like maybe that's because you don't want the quarterback controversy to stir, because even the limited sample size you had from Van Buren against Southeastern, it was, I've got a Van Boner. Like
that was me. I'm sorry.
Well, and I saw
nobody responded to that text, by the way.
Because
just sat there for 2 days. It's horrible. Felt really bad.
Sat there hard.
Yeah, because I saw it was a podcast that I saw on TikTok. It's the one that AJ McCarron does with some of these other guys, and they were talking about this. And one of the guys was like, "I agree with Lane. If Austin Simmons is 100%, that's your starting quarterback because that's who you chose at the beginning of the year." And AJ McCarron went like, "Have you watched the last 2 games?" Because, like, to me, it didn't seem like that big of a conversation.
No.
Like, it didn't seem like that big.
Even if Simmons was healthy, I wouldn't have played him.
Well, and I don't think Simmons is a bad quarterback.
But what's happening, you have to play the hot hand.
If you go watch that Kentucky game, he was not crisp. He was not efficient. They handed the ball off to Lacey 28 times for a reason. Gage, I was with Gage last night. Gage can attest to it. We watched the Kentucky game last night. Simmons didn't strike fear into my heart, and Chambliss doesn't either. But it's
a double-digit
more
ball game.
nerve-wracking than Austin Simmons.
It's a double-digit ball game if Simmons plays.
I would love Lacey to get the ball 28 times.
And that's what people are. And I bit my tongue a bunch yesterday during Mikey's show, Mic'd Up, Monday, Wednesday, 6 to 8, Friday, 1 to 3.
Hey,
please check it out.
Though.
No, never. I would I would not have. Not my program. But he was talking about it has to be a Lacey game where they want to see him get the ball 18 to 20 times, and how like they're enamored with Simmons and what their offense looks like with him. And I was, like I said, bit my tongue. But when you look at the carries that Lacey had whenever Chambliss is in the game, obviously they markedly go down to the yards per rush and the amount of times he gets the football.
Right.
But he wouldn't give any credit to Chambliss for what he does running the football. I couldn't wrap my brain around it.
Yeah, I mean,
and he's dynamic.
I mean, you know how fan bases can be, though. Like,
yeah, you want your special
I mean,
boy.
the reason
That's their boy. That's their-
special boy.
The reason Lacey's carries have gone down is because against Arkansas, Chambliss ran
he's had
15
30
times
carries
for
in your
62
game,
yards and 2 touchdowns, and then against Tulane, 14 carries for 112 yards. Like, that's why the carries have gone down, and it's one of the things I'm interested to see because, like I said yesterday, Ole Miss is going to commit to running the football, and LSU so far has made teams quit on that. Like, they've made Clemson quit. And the Florida one's the one that really baffles me because Jaden Ball was my only concern going into that game.
And he's a
they
complete
made
non-factor.
Florida quit giving him the football and let Lagway throw it 50 times, and what happens?
5
interceptions.
Go ahead,
But
Lloyd.
that's where it gets to a man that is terrified for what he. That's a coach in Billy Napier. I'm coaching for my job, and this is what I know best. Is like we have to throw ourselves back. Lane Kiffin ain't gonna get away from it. He is very solidified in what they're running 30 for 30s on him at Ole Miss, and how he is how much he's done for Ole Miss and the face of the program, and he's brought them out of poverty and all of these things. Like he can do really no wrong.
I mean, you can make an argument he's the best coach they've ever had.
I think. I don't think
Lane
that's a
Kiffin and
debate.
Ole Miss? Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I mean.
And they know that, so
Yes.
Lane Kiffin will continue to run the football. If that's what I want to do, that's what I'm going to do, because that's a staple of his offense. Billy Napier got away from it because he panicked. Ole Miss is going to be able, and DJ Lagway doesn't run it like that, and he's trying to protect Lagway. He ain't trying to protect Chambliss. Brother, We'll bury you on the field.
Yeah, no,
You're a 1-year rental.
You are a D2 quarterback that we got out of the portal, stole from Temple, I believe, was the
Yes.
story. And you're here, and you're really good at this. You're gonna do it, I promise.
And I think he's better than probably everybody thought.
yeah,
of
no,
course.
I think he's probably one of the, like you said, a gamer where probably in practice it didn't look that good, and then he got in the game and it just looks a little
Or
bit
they just
different.
didn't want to believe it.
Right,
Right.
And he's been
It's like,
impressive.
you
But
did
to
it at
me,
D2. Who gives a shit?
my biggest thing with him at quarterback is if that raises a question, like if Chambliss is the question mark for LSU's defense, you've got the answer in your pocket. You've got the answer to the question. It's number 7 in purple and gold, and I will say it all week. And I if I'm wrong, I'll sit down on Saturday or on
And eat
Sunday
that
or on
meat.
Monday and let you know that I was wrong, and I'll have an entire meat stick from the gas station. But
Go, Mart.
I think that this is HaroldPerkins.com. 7 is going to shadow 6, and 6 is going to be afraid of 7.
Because what happened?
Because 7, 8, 9.
Yeah.
There you go.
And I mean,
Because, like that's like
true,
Harold
though.
Perkins.
It's funny, but it's
this
true.
is your game. This is what you do. The quote before the season. Do you remember what it was, Lloyd, when they asked him about rushing quarterbacks?
Don't let him.
He said, "Don't let them run." And so this is HaroldPerkins.com. So if as good as Chambliss is, and I feel like I made it pretty well aware on Tuesday that he's a pretty good quarterback, you've got the cheat code.
there's also this, like, I think something we've been good at, not to suck our own dicks here, but like something we've been good about doing is shifting the point of view, right? From looking at this as an LSU fan, looking at somebody that's just trying to be objective about, like, you know, addressing another team, right? If I'm an Ole Miss fan and this guy, what I have is a D2 transfer who has put up big numbers against Arkansas, Tulane, Kentucky, and whoever the fuck. We see him and we're trying to be like, hey, observers, and like, hey, he looks like a really like a surprisingly good player. If I'm a fan of them and I'm watching this, like, you know, from the way that, you know, you take things overly personally or overly critical of your own team, I'm not thrilled about this. You know, a kind of small D2 guy who hasn't really faced any real level of competition. He's had 2 nice games against 2 kind of mid-level opponents.
Right. No, I'm with you. And I think that this defense...
Just to look at it from both sides, right? I mean,
Right. And I think... I mean, just to wrap up this discussion of these defenses, the LSU defense markedly better than Ole Miss's. Like, LSU's the level of elite. I don't know if Ole Miss's defense makes it to the level of good from what I've seen. And so I'm excited to see what Blake Baker, Harold Perkins, Whit Weeks, A.J. Halsey, Mansour Delane, Patrick Payton, Bernard Gooden, all of these guys have in store. And really, like I said, my biggest thing, it's the battle of the trenches for both of these teams. Both teams have, like I said, offensive lines that have not played at the level I think each fan base or each coaching staff or each team wants. But when you look at it this weekend, one of those 2 offensive lines is facing an elite defensive front. And the other one is facing an SEC caliber defensive front. And that, to me, is where the game is won and lost. And it's the biggest cliche ever, but it's the reason, like Lloyd has told you a million times, when we go out to practice, I'm sitting there and I'm watching that because I want to see what the trenches look like. And so there is a bigger advantage for LSU against Ole Miss's offensive line than Ole Miss against LSU's offensive line. And the nervousness that LSU fans have about their offensive line, I guarantee you Ole Miss is having the same conversation.
Yep. Without the
But-
confidence that they have a defense to back it up.
Without that, and with a little more fear in their heart because of the defense they're going to have to go face. This LSU defense is super impressive, and I think this is the game where they let everyone in the country know they actually are real. If you don't know yet, now you know. And I liked the point that Dark Narwin made earlier. He said LSU will handle Ole Miss, and then the talk is going to be about how Ole Miss is not good all of a sudden. And that's kind of just the life LSU lives, because people just aren't going to believe until you pull it off. Like, people didn't really believe in 2019 until the whole thing was done.
Right.
This is just kind of who you are. It's just the life you're living. And so I think when I look at this game on Saturday, this is, to me, as much as I already believe in this defense, it's a real good opportunity for them to let everyone that doesn't believe know what they're going to do to the number 9 offense run by Lane Kiffin and whoever else on that offense you want to name, what they're going to do. And I think it's a really good chance for the offense to say, you know what, this is a good game for us to get our legs underneath us and make that happen. And because this Ole Miss defense just isn't super impressive. And I think this is a game where some of those plays we talked about, Lloyd, where and I saw it against Kentucky, and Gage can attest to it. The Kentucky had opportunities to zone read, handoff, pull, flip to a motion wide receiver. We talked about LSU against Florida. There were times, hey, maybe Nussmeier should pull and dump it off to Bauer or Xavion or Aaron or Barryon, whoever. This is the game where I think you probably see some of those things get brought out.
You have to negate LSU speed against itself. That's the only way you can operate, because and this is, I don't want to say sad.
I'm sad a lot.
I would say inspired.
Right.
I watched LSU
not that.
2011 versus Florida against Jacoby Brisket, and that defense,
I mean, that was
so fast, and the way they flew around, and I was like, this feels, I don't want to say familiar, but
right.
It finally feels back to a
right.
sense of normalcy, because Florida couldn't breathe. There was
suffocated.
I mean,
they couldn't do anything.
They could barely get the ball past the line of fucking scrimmage.
It was
man.
incredible. Like, you forget because it's been 14 years, but the way that they were operating was at another level where they knew what you were doing, and it feels like that, but you have a coordinator that also can do it.
Yes.
And it didn't, like, LSU just had supreme athletes at every position.
I mean, yeah, that defensive fucking backfield, those 4 guys, right? What was it? It was
Brandon
Claiborne,
Taylor, Eric Reed, Mo Claiborne, Tyron Matthew.
Silly. Daryl Simon.
Didn't play, and that's why
Brandon
Tyron
Taylor's
Matthew
the
had to
4th
move to
best
corner
defensive
and
back.
won
Right.
SEC Player of the Week. Like, LSU's not to that level this year, but that's the kind of effort that you have defensively where it's just, they're everywhere.
Right.
And if you're Lane Kiffin, you know that. And so you're trying to negate that speed against itself to where get them going one way, try to expose them because they're so confident and have supreme belief in what the scheme is that they don't think they're go. And that's the only thing that you can really do. And that's why I think, they can keep making fun of us as a show or me for being like Chambliss is kind of the truth. Like, I don't think he's Michael Vick. That's not what I'm saying.
He's not Jaden Daniels.
No, but it's a different flavor of what they had throughout the year until now.
Right. And as good as Blake Baker's been this year, if you were to look at last season, and it was because of the players he had, there was one type of quarterback that won games against LSU consistently, except for Miller Moss, but that wasn't the defense's fault, where the defense maybe let you down. The biggest one would be Jalen Milroe just ran everywhere.
Yeah.
And this guy, I would equate Trinidad Chambliss more to Milroe than I would to anyone else that's played against. So I think this defense is built for these types of games. I think this defense is going to answer the call, and they're going to be beyond impressive on Saturday. And I think the advantage that LSU holds there is massive. And to me, that's the reason why I'm confident going into Saturday, is because of what this defense has in store for Lane Kiffin, Kejuan Lacey, Trinidad Chambliss, Austin Simmons if he plays, whoever. This defense swarms, man. It's 11 hats to the ball, sideline to sideline, pressure in your face, press coverage on the outside, safeties that are sitting back and hunting. Like, it is impressive, and you're going to see it again on Saturday. And I'm extremely excited because these are the games that people on Monday are going to sit back and be like, you know what? Maybe LSU actually is that real on defense, like we thought after game 1, but I feel like it's dissipated over time because those offenses just haven't looked good. This is one where you can't say this offense hasn't been impressive because they've put up 40-plus points consistently through the year. They're sitting at the number 9 offense, and I think after LSU, they'll probably continue to do that against other defenses. So I'm ready for Saturday. I'm hyped up. I'm ready to see what this defense has in store. And once again, I want you all to be sitting right there with us at the Golf Suites bar with the game on the television. We'll be live. We'll have Rohan Davey there, and we will be watching the game, reacting to the game, getting breakdown from Rohan. We might have to go get him a whiteboard so he can draw some things up, what he sees. You're going to want to be there. They'll have food. They'll have drink. Every touchdown is a 1-cent shot at the bar. And with this Ole Miss defense that looks like they might give up some points, it might be a day where you get some of those 1-cent shots. And on top of that, you'll just get to hang out and watch the game with a bunch of other LSU fans in a really cool atmosphere at Golf Suites. If you get angry, you can go crush golf balls outside. Ryder Cup will be on.
That's such a you thing. I've never thought of to be angry. Like, I'm going to go swing as hard as I can.
Why not? I feel like it's a great.
Well, that's because you don't deal with
you don't
deal with your emotions healthily.
It's a great avenue.
They're calling me autistic in the chat.
You just choke down every feeling you ever had.
That's right.
Everyone be at Golf Suites on Saturday. 2:30 kickoff. Ryder Cup will be on. There's more. There's other football games that we playing. There's more than just one TV in that bar.
Did you say 1-cent shots?
1-cent shots.
How can they afford that in this economy? With tariffs?
It's worth it. With
1-cent shots?
That's
free title behind the bar.
So we'll see you guys this
Saturday.
Saturday.
Is that a poster of Shaq? He's flying through the air.
Versus Ole Miss at 2:30. We will take a quick break here as we've rolled right in to hour number 2 this morning. We'll be right back after this.
At CAS Roofing, we don't just install shingles, we build peace of mind. With years of experience and a commitment to craftsmanship, our team shows up on time, gets the job done right, and treats every project like it's our own home. Whether it's repair, a replacement, or storm damage that caught you off guard, CAS Roofing is ready. We're local, we're dependable, and we stand behind every nail, every shingle, and every promise we make. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about roofing, it's about protecting what matters most. CAS Roofing, built on trust, backed by quality.
Wardos was created in honor of Alan Ward Granning III, fondly known by family and friends as Wardo. In 2019, the oldest brother of the tribe passed away unexpectedly. His remaining siblings and loved ones wanted to honor his memory in a special way. In 2022, Ward's family decided to combine the need for a sandwich shop in downtown Natchez with a desire to pay tribute to Ward's love of good friends, good times, and great food. Through blood, sweat, tears, and countless hours of hard work, Wardo's was born. So go visit Wardo's today at 309 North Broadway Street in Natchez, where the po' boys are so good, you'll swear you're in Cajun country.
Hey, Miss Lou, come visit us, Tom and Ryan Granning at Go Martin on the Go Deli.
Go Martin has clean restrooms, community coffee, an awesome beer cave, and a great selection of anything you may need.
Located at the corner of Highland Boulevard and Highway 61 South in Natchez.
Also stop by Wardo's Po' Boys at 309 North Broadway on the beautiful Natchez Bluff,
where everyone is family.
All right, welcome back here as we close out this Thursday morning's show. Give a little run through of the college football
What did we talk
schedule
about today?
this weekend. Huh?
Football?
What did we talk about?
Everything.
There's so many comments I wanted to get to in the chat. That
I know.
Like, save them.
I
I
know.
love them. I'll get back to them.
We'll get back to them, I promise.
When are we printing the Get It Hard Measure It t-shirts?
That was quite the line.
I'm real proud of it.
Go through the schedule for this weekend for you guys to be ready. Friday's got some good games, so you'll be able to sit down and enjoy some good football on a Friday evening. Florida State at Virginia at 6 p.m. on ESPN. It'll be a good game as Florida State's number 8 in the country. Virginia's played some good football as well. Then after that, you'll roll into TCU at Arizona State. Another battle of two pretty good football teams. Arizona State is favored in that game, although they are unranked and TCU is ranked.
Maybe the best wide receiver in the country.
There you go. You have on Saturday at 11 a.m., you have USC at
Second best.
Illinois. Illinois may be trying to shake back after a rough weekend. You have Notre Dame at Arkansas, so another SEC test for the Fighting Irish. Duke at Syracuse on
Arkansas
ACC
did the right
Network
thing.
if you want to watch Ricky Collins play some football.
That's true. It's his job now, huh?
It is. Then you also
Stat
have...
line for Ricky Collins. Go.
21 and 62 for 250 and 9 touchdowns.
21 of
62
62.
times.
Unbelievable.
3 picks.
Not on a throwing program.
Rushes for 8
Yards.
No, I
I
don't.
think he's going to have to throw it a good bit because Duke has a pretty good offense as well with Darian Mensah, their quarterback.
Julian
And so
wishes they
I
kept him.
think he's going to go 27 of 37. So I think he's going to have an efficient game because I think it'll be 27 of 37. I'll just go with 290 yards,
Wow.
a touchdown, because
picks.
I think he's going to run the ball pretty well.
See, I think you're right on the attempts and the completions. I think he does it for
Yards.
220.
220.
Yeah, it's gonna be
One
of
pick, one
those.
interception.
Gonna be
Yeah,
one of
not.
those.
It's not gonna.
Serviceable. Fine.
Yeah, and a loss.
Yeah, I think they lose to Duke.
They
as
lose
well.
by 60.
I think they lose to Duke as well. And then at 2:30, obviously, you have LSU at Ole Miss on ABC. You also have Auburn at Texas A&M on ESPN, another really good football game. On Peacock, you've got a number 11 Indiana at Iowa. Big-time football there in the Big Ten.
I saw a mock draft yesterday that had Mendoza as the number 1 pick.
I did
That
see
is
that.
fucking.
I did see that.
that-
People were high on him after what they saw. I mean,
that's
he's
quite a
played
world.
well.
He has. He's played really, really well.
But they also
I
haven't
just-
played the best competition.
don't know
number
what
9 Illinois.
There you go. And then at 3:15 on SEC Network, number 15 Tennessee at Mississippi State. See if the Bulldogs can pull off another upset at home in Starkville. You also have at 6:30 p.m. Oregon at Penn State, a big-time
That's nice.
Big Ten matchup on NBC. And on ABC, you've got Alabama at Georgia. Those are just some of the games. And I want to go down, ask the room and ask the chat. A little pick'em this morning. Florida State at Virginia tomorrow night. I've got the Seminoles winning that one.
Yeah.
Staying hot because I think they are a pretty impressive football team. You agree?
Yeah. I also just know nothing about Virginia, really.
Fair enough.
So-
Lloyd, Florida State at Virginia tomorrow evening at 6 p.m. Who wins it?
Florida State at Virginia.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I think the Noles handle business there.
Nobody's eating.
This one at 8 p.m. tomorrow night. TCU at Arizona State. I think the Horned Frogs stay hot and win it. I think Kenny Dillingham's preseason answer of somebody's got to go 6-6 or 5-7 was
Brutally
more of an
honest.
indictment on his program than anything else. And I don't think they're a bad team. I just think that
gentleman
he
just setting
maybe knows
expectation.
that they're not
They don't respect me because I'm young.
a college football playoff contender once again.
I've never had that problem.
And I think TCU's quarterback has actually played pretty well up to this point.
Who's their coach?
It's the guy
Gary
from,
Patterson?
No, it's not Gary Patterson anymore. It's is
big-
his name Sonny?
Sonny Dykes.
Is it
Sonny
still,
Dykes.
it's still him?
Oh.
From he was at SMU prior. I've got
What did they-
TCU
what did they
handling.
call
Fuck it.
that?
I'm gonna say Arizona State.
Okay. The Sun Devils versus the Horned Frogs. All eyes
Where
on
do they-
LC.
Jordan Tyson with 2 Y's in his 2 names. puts up 180 receiving.
Okay.
I don't know.
What do they call something it's a saying where it's two words that mean the opposite?
A paradox?
Sonny Dykes?
Lloyd, who wins between TCU and Arizona State?
Hell of a softball team.
God.
Give me Sonny Dykes.
Okay, you got TCU handling business. Notre Dame at Arkansas.
Is it homonyms? Okay.
Arkansas.
Arkansas?
What the fuck? Yeah, let's say it. Arkansas they do it.
I want to take Arkansas so bad.
It's so hard to think
I don't
Notre
think
Dame
it'll-
going 1-3.
I know.
It's just so fun.
Because
but-
this is my thing.
Don't have Brian Kelly's recruits.
I saw Joel Klatt yesterday.
Oh,
He did like pretender
Will Klatt.
or contender. He called Oklahoma a pretender and Notre Dame a contender.
Yeah.
Well, I was saying Oklahoma now with Mateer out maybe is.
Maybe, but my biggest thing is I just want Notre Dame to not get in because they don't
Deserve it.
deserve it.
No,
And
100%.
so I don't want them to rattle off 10 straight after losing 2 games to pretty good opponents
I think
against winning 10 straight against not that good opponents because
Yeah.
just going 10-2
you
just
front-loaded
because
the
you're
schedule.
independent.
Yeah, I think Notre Dame is definitely like the better.
I want Arkansas to
team,
shut it down.
But I think that
In
they
Fayetteville.
have some doubt in their hearts after those first 2 losses, and Arkansas has got to.
Give me the Hogs. I'm going to support Arkansas in that. Yeah, give me the Hogs to take down Notre Dame. I just want the Notre Dame conversation
Lloyd and say,
to be
give me that
shut
hog.
up. Auburn at Texas
I'm
A&M.
not done with you.
Talk a lot about hog this morning, man.
Auburn at Texas A&M, 2:30 p.m. Who we got?
Shit.
Pig suey.
Who we got? Auburn at A&M.
Auburn.
Really?
I'm bullish on Auburn.
Hugh Freeze shake back game after a rough one against OU.
They should have won that football game.
I agree. I mean, I think that those were 2 teams that played extremely well. I'm going to go A&M solely off the fact that Auburn's offensive line looked like Swiss cheese, and they got to Jackson Arnold, like 8-9 sacks in that game. And I think A&M has a pretty good defensive front with Elko.
Jackson Arnold, you wish you were me.
I don't believe in
That was
Jackson Arnold
That was a good line.
particularly.
I didn't hate it. You didn't like it?
When?
I mean, is he wrong?
When?
Of course.
When?
But with the fan, I think it was an Oklahoma fan yelling at him.
WHEN or WIN? When?
When?
Which
When?
when? Which when?
I've got A&M taking care of business at Kyle Field against
I'm
Auburn.
gonna say A&M also.
A&M as well.
They're gonna A&M later in the season, but not this week.
Not yet.
I think
A&M will A&M.
this is a chaos season.
And I also want A&M to be ranked
Yeah.
highly before they come to Baton
No,
Rouge because I want game day
Yeah,
there.
let's rock up those wins. So
Want
they're
game day
ripe
there.
for
Oregon
attrition.
at Penn State. I think this is a unanimous
Oregon.
score.
Oregon.
I mean,
By a million.
Penn State
Stop.
doesn't
What's
the
win
spread?
big-
What's the
Penn
spread?
State
What's the
doesn't win
spread?
big games.
Penn State
Baby.
minus 3.5 because it's a night game at Happy Valley.
Oh no, they're gonna wear white.
Like they're literally that just means even. Like 3.5.
You know why they wear
All
white?
those sober Quakers in the
Stop.
stands.
Stop. I think the Penn State
Prison
hype
whites?
stops now. Like I would like for Oregon to shut it up.
You don't think
And
they're the number 2 team in the country?
I'm
they're
about
number
to
3
put
now. They're not.
$1,000
They're
on Oregon.
whatever.
I'll put my money where
You know
my
what?
Oregon
mouth
plus
fucking
3.5.
cares what they are. I don't.
You know who else says that?
How about Alabama at Georgia?
Hit the showers, boys.
You paid for the camp.
Alabama at Georgia. What are we thinking?
Georgia. You know what?
Alabama.
Fuck it. Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alabama.
I'm going Georgia.
Just to get things crazy.
Sorry, Hunter Hall. I'm going Georgia. I think.
Just because Hunter Hall knows how to ask a question, as he showed
He
yesterday.
did. He did ask a good question. I'm going Georgia. I think that. I mean, the way that I just think Georgia's a better program right now.
Yeah, they really
like
are.
I just think they are. I think it's
Wait, where is the game?
I mean,
At
you're
Georgia.
Georgia's gonna win.
Georgia had to convert on 4th and 6 and throw a touchdown to get to where they are.
And had Tennessee miss a fucking.
I think Tennessee's better than Alabama.
Yeah.
But they had to miss a bootski of a field goal.
Okay, is who's better, Alabama or Tennessee?
I don't know.
Alabama, Arkansas, Tennessee. I saw
Played
y'all.
a top team to the wire, and
I think Tennessee is the
Bama
better
hasn't.
team than Alabama.
I
got Georgia over Alabama.
I think Alabama still has like a little bit of that magic left. Like
Think
you know,
so?
like
Just
the
a-
belief. There's some of that residual Alabama pixie dust from Saban that that hasn't quite graduated fully out of the program yet. And I think they're going to pull off this upset, and it's going to be one of the last big upsets they have.
They're always
dark
going
time.
They're going to be around.
Yeah, no, they're
always
never
gonna be
going
fucking
to.
good. They have
disappear.
They're not as bad as people think.
No, they're not bad at all. They have the number one recruiting class right now for next
Yeah.
year. They're going to be fucking good. They're just not Saban good.
And DeBoer is not a loser.
No, he's won everywhere he's been.
No, I think fuck it, Alabama.
Yeah, I'm still gonna go to Georgia. I just think they're the
Oregon catching 3.5 is nuts.
crazy.
That's
What's
nuts.
the odds on it?
Did you put some cash down on
Minus
that, big boy?
110, but plus 148 on the money line.
Plus 148 on the money line.
Mm-hmm.
Did you put money down on that, you stinky
I'm
bastard?
doing it right now.
Got a gambling
For the
problem.
production's dying.
Don't mind if we do. Hey, Gage, take notes, buddy.
I'll put a parlay in a little bit.
Take
but right
notes,
Now
yeah.
I got to make sure I get.
Just gonna play it straight up at the moment.
Money
You know
line.
what? I'm gonna do the right thing.
Uh huh.
I don't believe that Alabama's gonna win that game. I'm gonna eat the meat. I lied.
Okay. There you go.
Somebody has to take the first step.
Deeper.
No, stop. Let's all calm down.
Gross. No, you
Plus
just take a bite. You
145
don't.
Oregon.
Hey, Lloyd.
Don't mind if I do.
I haven't lied yet today.
Give me Oregon to win that game.
I think you're real close to eating this meat, brother.
I think it's time.
It's
Not good.
If I bet on Penn State, then I would have to, but I'm betting against it.
Happy Valley. It's just a dumb name.
Well, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Depends on who you
The
are.
signs are everywhere, brother.
I think let's connect athletically, maybe, here on this fine Thursday morning of Ole Miss week.
Putting my bet in.
You haven't put it in yet?
50.
I got mine. $50.
Yeah.
Let's go. Big Oregon believer.
Quack, 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 motherfucker.
Go Ducks.
I just can't imagine what it's
Go
like to
Ducks.
watch this show and just to see us living so opulently. It really must be.
It's fun to bet
For the
$50 when
fans.
you don't have it.
They're just
I'm actually going to drop my bet from the business account.
Yeah.
from the company card.
a little bit of a
It is-
pride.
Well, I only bet on LSU from the company card because that's a business
It's a
expense.
business.
Shit,
spin.
I can't
You
argue
gotta
that.
watch.
We cover the team. We cover the team. That's
Hey,
a business expense.
Mr.
It's a
That's
write-off.
That's a
Mr.
write-off.
Dealer, you take card.
You take plastic, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I got. Never mind.
God damn it.
That dang ad always popping up, man.
Positions.
Popping up.
Athletic.
Hey, it's
connections.
words, not fucking emojis.
Oh, we've got Greg Popovich.
We got Hot Pocket.
People who have had strokes.
Pocket.
Check it and see. Comes out the microwave at 103.
All right, eat the meat.
Hot Pocket.
Boxing gloves.
Shin guards.
Shin guards.
Okay,
skis.
so equipment,
What-
protective.
Webbing.
Tony Dorsett.
Tony Parker. Yeah. Tony Romo.
Tony Romo.
Tony Gwynn.
Yeah, there it is.
People
My
named
cousin Tony.
Oh,
Tony.
How about Tony Soprano?
Speaker, I don't take no card. I take only cash.
Tony Soprano.
Three black Tonys.
That's a new podcast.
Hey, God, they gotta pay us if they do it. 3 black Tonys.
3BT.
Let's see.
Oh my God, my eyes are so fucking bad.
Yeah, that's why you keep the.
Sneakers, heel, skis.
Yeah,
Glove.
there it is. The heel of your glove. Oh, and an error as the ball
Oh,
bounces
it's
right
right
off
on
the
the
heel of his
heel.
glove. Took a bad hop there at the infield.
Oh, Raleigh fingers.
Oh, they're gonna put them to death at the. They'll bring the tent out. They're gonna kill the shortstop.
Oh man, I could have with the Chicago Cubs. Oh.
Sneakers, shin guards,
Raptors.
the Rockies, the Raptors.
Skis, skateboard things your feet fucking touch.
This
That
is
your feet don't touch shin guards.
What is Popovich?
This is-
got to
this is
do with
really-
this?
jarring. I mean, I feel like skis, shin guards, boxing gloves, and skateboard.
Protective.
Just like sports equipment.
Skis and sneakers. Yeah. And then boxing gloves.
Yeah.
What do Rockies,
Comes in
Popovich,
pairs.
Come in
Raptors,
pairs.
and
I
skate
hate when they do that.
something?
Wait,
Let's
what the
see
fuck
it.
are
Oh,
these going?
genre. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, come the fuck.
No. Leave it at the mat.
Eat the meat.
All right, that's 4 for 4. Time to go 9 for 9, and let Brian Burgess get in his bag.
Trotsky. Why was that a fucking question yesterday? That was bizarre.
It was bizarre.
It's a good one,
well,
though.
you know, it's even
It's
more
called-
bizarre is that you knew the answer.
Yeah,
to it.
that's called history, brother.
Love history.
Love history.
Oh, new show. Love history.
Did I ever tell you guys about my my porn podcast idea? Hardcore history.
Pass.
Okay.
In the new studio.
No.
Is it a video element to it?
There would have to be now, but you know the podcast Hardcore History?
Oh my gosh.
Oh god, it's Eddie Redmayne.
Yeah, and I can't see his hair
Oh, is that
fully.
fucking
Adam
Coach's wife?
Devine? It's the woman from
Friday
Friday
Night
Night
Lights.
Lights.
Yeah, Friday Night Lights.
And I'm pretty sure it's Eddie Redmayne.
And she was in
Or is it Adam fucking Devine? Oh shit.
No, his hair's not that color.
no, it's not.
Same cut though.
And she was in The White Lotus, the first season. She was the
Yeah.
mom.
What's her
Sydney
fucking name?
Sweeney's mom.
What's her fucking name?
I don't know her name.
I know her name.
Brian Burgess, what's her name? Connie Britton.
Connie Britton.
Connie Britton.
Who's the young lad?
it
Is he
Eddie
wearing a
Redmayne or is it
tie-dye shirt
Adam
underneath a
Devine?
blazer? Eesh. Not a good look. Not a good look.
I mean, Adam Devine would do that.
I mean, just the fact that my brain immediately went to Redmayne just. I don't know.
Tough one.
I can't tell if it's because the face is weird though. Again. Like yesterday.
Gage Evans guessed Caitlyn Jenner.
I don't think that's right.
No.
This kind of looks like Pink when you put it
What?
all together.
Who's the Colin Jost? No, his hair's darker.
Yeah, his
No.
hair's darker.
He has like a weird.
That was a good guess,
He's
though.
more newsman part.
Shoot. Who's this young lad?
It's one of the two. It's Redmayne or
Sir,
Adams.
what's your name?
Declare yourself.
I don't know.
Could it be?
I'm going Eddie. I think it's Eddie.
Could it be
What is
Spider-Man?
what is that man in?
He won an Oscar for that movie where he played wheelchair robot man.
I want to go to the island.
Stephen Hawking.
I want to go to the island.
The island. Let me go. Let me go.
Let me go.
Let me go.
Yeah, I don't know what. Is it him?
I don't. I think it's either him or the guy from
I feel like
Gemstones.
I don't think his hair's darker than that unless they took her hair
no.
and blended.
I don't know. We'll skip it and come back
Yeah,
to
we'll
it.
come
I hate when we have to do that, but we need to because we can't spend too much time looking at this face before I roll.
It really isn't good.
What if it's the other guy from Righteous Gemstones? The stunt man.
No, it's not Tony Cavallero. I don't know why I know his fucking name.
Oh, you're talking about what's his name? Yeah, see, Brian Burgess said Adam Devine.
I mean, if I'm the only one against it, I'll do it. I
don't
thought
know.
his hair was darker.
Okay.
There we go. All
There we
right.
go. They blended the hair.
Me and my Eddie Redmayne bullshit.
Gary Kubiak returned to coaching as he was the offensive coordinator for this NFC North team. The NFC North.
Chicago Bears.
Was he the head coach of the Bears? Did he come back as the OC then? Because the NFC North is the Vikings, the Packers, the Bears, and the Lions. He was not the Lions,
Lions
OC in 2020, I don't think.
God, that was 5 years
The
ago.
Vikings, Brian Burgess
Vikings.
says.
I'm gonna take your word.
You know,
College football.
You know, there's a Viking king of England. It's true. Anyway.
Brian Johnson. So it's a current day Big 12 school, which means they weren't a Big 12 school prior. Whenever they did this in 2008,
Yeah, that is.
who was 13-0 in 2008?
2007, obviously, we know. 2008, who was the national champion?
Who were the teams that just got out of the Big 12? Utah. I know Utah was a newer addition to the Big 12.
Utah.
That's what it is.
Is it?
Oh, yeah. That's what
Okay.
they say in the chat. There we go. The first baseman is currently the MLB career hits leader among active players.
Huh?
This first baseman is currently the MLB career hits leader among active players.
Freddie Freeman. I mean, Rizzo just retired. Trying to think of other older first basemen.
Votto is a third baseman, right? He's retired anyway by 2 years. I don't know if I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah, Brian said Freddie Freeman. It felt right.
That's weird. That's crazy.
Freddie got freed, man.
There it is.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
The capital of
Italy.
Rome. Milan? Rome.
Florence?
Shit. I think it.
Sicily? That's what it should be. It should be Sicily.
I think it's Rome, but
That's the motherland. Gage Evans guessed Prince Fielder. Nice.
That would be awesome.
he's still playing. He plays the Marlins, and just nobody's noticed.
Brian Burgess says Rome.
I think it's
I thought Rome was a papal state.
No, that's Vatican City's in Rome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why would it not be Rome? Rome was
In
the capital of the
1946, the
world. 1,000 years.
Popsicle brand introduced this popular treat that was originally known as chocolate ice milk.
Oh, what are those called?
A fudge pop?
Fudgesicles. But that's not the popsicle brand.
No, it's just this the popsicle
Oh, the
brand
popsicle
introduced
brand. I really need
this
glasses.
treat. So it's a fudgesicle?
I
Or is it a
think.
fudge pop?
I don't know.
I love a fudge pop.
Which maybe one.
I went down the ice cream aisle for you the other day.
Fudgesicle. Did you?
Okay.
What'd you think?
Yesterday.
Did you get anything?
Did you spit in all the no-fat ice creams?
No, so what I do is I take the top off and I lick the top and put it back on.
So you're like the Tylenol murderer in the
Yeah.
70s, right?
Yeah, that's where I got it
But
from.
just about licking ice cream.
There's a new, is it Bluebell? What's the popular ice cream that has like, and they're like limited edition. It was vanilla
What's that
ice
mean,
cream with
limited
a.
edition ice cream. That's insane.
I'm about to tell you. And this is why it shouldn't be limited edition. It was vanilla ice cream with a chocolate swirl.
That's
It's
just
like, that's just ice cream.
that's just like the third ice cream they came up with.
So it must be limited edition. It must be one of the OGs.
Yeah, limited edition.
How limited is it if it's okay?
They don't make it the
They
same.
don't make
you
it.
know?
Yep.
I'm not
Rooster
gonna,
Teeth.
I'm not gonna get mad about ice cream.
This cult favorite web series was set in the Halo universe and centered around two
Blue
opposing-
and red.
I think that is
Wow.
true. What, red
Yeah.
versus blue?
Yeah. Blood Gulch.
Look at my friends in the chat when the ice cream one comes up. Noah should know this. Noah knows this one for sure.
Oh, the big tub of ice cream?
Yeah.
He knows
oh,
that.
the ice cream for that guy?
Ask the ice cream man.
Oh, he knows ice cream.
Ask Mr. Softy.
He actually drives an ice cream truck to work. Get in, kids.
Who wants a ride to school?
The same year he had the lead role in Avatar. Sam Worthington
vanilla
had
with
the
a
lead
chocolate
role
squirrel.
playing Perseus, son of Zeus, in this 2010 action fantasy remake.
Is this
He's
not?
such a bad actor.
Is this not Sparta 300?
No.
That was earlier.
Something with the Titans. It's not Remember the Titans.
Clash of the Titans.
Clash of the Titans. That sounds right.
That feels right.
What does the chat say?
And Brian Burgess has the
Clash of the
appropriate
Titans.
question that we kind of glossed over. Who's Rooster Teeth?
Yeah, no, I don't know
Oh.
Rooster Teeth.
That was a character in Halo? I never played Halo. I don't know.
Bustin' makes me
God.
feel good.
Written by Rooster Teeth.
1984. This is you guys.
Fuck you.
Me?
I wasn't alive yet. Oh, Ghostbusters, right? Isn't it?
I don't know.
Ghost
Yeah,
bustin'
Ghostbusters.
with Rooster Teeth.
I
9 for 9.
didn't realize they used that.
I know, because I was like, well, it's gonna be like some weird sex
I've
song.
heard the
But no,
song,
it was innocent.
Never heard that. I guess I
Bustin'.
never picked up on that terminology in the song.
I've
got to Google Rooster
I'm
Teeth.
Bill Clinton. Bustin' makes
Find
me
us
feel
Rooster
good.
Teeth. Who's that?
I
man?
did not bust on those
I
teeth.
did not bust on that woman, Moose Lewinsky. Even though busting does make me feel good.
I haven't had a cigar since 98.
Come on now. Just kidding.
Come on.
I
Andrew
didn't.
Messina had requested a yackle earlier on.
We got time.
We could also do one of the other games if we would like.
Busting makes me feel good.
If you wonder who Rooster Teeth is,
How sultry can you say busting makes you feel good into the microphone? Do like your best Barry White. Come on, dude, just do it.
I don't.
Come
think I
on,
really
man.
want
Ole
to.
Miss this weekend.
bustin' makes
Miss
me
this weekend, just do
feel
it.
good.
Come on, busting makes me. Come on.
No, it's gonna get
Just give it a
clipped. It's gonna
shot.
get clipped.
Here's Rooster Teeth.
By who? We're in charge. Oh, kill it.
Oh wow!
Put
we
them
have-
all
what
to
that,
death.
a Teletubby,
That is Nick
the
Cage
Mask?
as a pickle.
Is that Link?
Is that Nicolas Cage as a pickle?
Yeah.
Pickles
See,
Cage.
there's my talent.
There you go. Good job, Lloyd.
What's that man just made of wood?
Sophocles.
Shut up.
Every time you touch me, I go soft and say please.
Dude.
Jesus, what the fuck? Hey, you know what? Eat the meat. I'm sorry. You got to do it now.
I don't want ground meat. Actually, I do.
Yeah, ground
that's
beef.
like one of the only things
What do
you
you
eat.
call a cow with no legs?
Oh,
Ground
fuckable.
beef.
Oh my god. Blue collar comedy.
Billy Young wasn't aware Ghostbusters new ball like that. Ghost busted.
Oh, don't do that. It's not worth the bit. You'll see it in 9 months.
What happened?
Oh gosh. Carl Dunn, what high school game y'all covering this week? Central at Cecilia. Some state championship contenders from 2024.
Oh, there's a
Facing off in
question in
2025.
here for Christian. I'll let you decide which one. You can keep it to yourself.
A question for Christian?
And this new Yackle.
Oh, okay. If I should call him or not?
No.
Bitch. Okay, I can't see this ever. Oh, I hate this.
One actor to play Superman who later became paralyzed. It's the
That's Christopher
Yeah,
Reeves.
Why would they
Shout
make that a
out-
question?
I mean,
Shout out Eminem.
Shout out that horse.
Yeah, same thing almost happened to my grandpa.
Shouts to the horse.
What?
He was almost Superman?
Big Mike stole
Fawn says, as a butcher who hears that joke every day, I hate it here.
What joke?
The ground beef joke.
Ah,
Yeah.
Two primary types of Muslims, Shia and Sunni.
Shiite. How'd you know that?
Shia.
I thought that's how you spelled it.
S-U-N-N, I think. S-U-N-N-I? S-U?
There it is. The three most populated cities in Toronto.
Toronto, Montreal, Vancouver.
There
Why
you
don't
go.
you
Canada.
fucking move
Y'all
there if
hate
you like it so much?
How about you go to Canada? You're not a real American.
Toronto,
See,
Montreal, and where?
Vancouver.
you know how my answer was, that's called patriotism, brother.
I put an auto. What?
What? Let's see. The three first names
Christopher.
of the Chris, Liam.
And then the weird one.
Michael.
I don't know his name.
It's like
Luke.
it's like Chubbs.
Luke Hemsworth.
Luke.
The five
Five
most
most popular
popular
condoms.
condiments in
Oh.
the U.S.
Ketchup.
Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise.
Mustard. We're the worst country. Ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise.
Relish.
Sriracha.
Oh, we got some
Sriracha.
culture. Sriracha.
S-R-I.
No. Sriracha.
Sir.
I think it's
Sriracha.
S-R.
S-R-I. Please listen.
S-R.
Oh, you should take some.
S-R-I.
S-R-I?
It's a drug.
No,
Of
those
course
don't
it
work
is.
on me.
Ow. Barbecue sauce.
That's more like it.
Yeah, who were you fucking kidding?
Or that went somewhere. I don't know how to spell it.
Salsa? Is salsa a condiment?
But,
I mean, we still haven't tried sriracha yet.
The city,
Yeah, hog sauce. Good job, Bill. Ranch, definitely ranch.
ranch.
oh,
that's
ranch.
now
That's
we're-
American.
God, what's another
American.
disgusting thing we eat?
Don't hot sauce.
Hot. Yep.
Don't disrespect ranch.
Sriracha.
You don't like ranch?
I'm
Oh, I
sorry.
eat it, brother.
People, sriracha's on here. They're just not counting it. They're,
The 6 colors on the flag of South Africa.
oh, green, black, yellow, red.
Blue.
Yeah, there might be some blue. It's an ugly flag.
There's no yellow.
No yellow,
Gold.
Wow.
Wait, bullshit.
Gold it was.
Gold. Okay.
That respect. Red.
Red. Yellow. Or should we do that? Red.
Blue. Okay.
White? Is there like a white?
Yeah, there you go. White.
Some LB teams with the most total team wins.
For
Reds.
the Dutch. A little bit of white in the flag.
Yankees. Dodgers.
socks?
The socks of a red
Socks.
variety. Good try. I mean, maybe.
Oh.
Did you try red socks or
I guess
just
they were
socks?
really bad for a long time.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Who else would be the Cardinals?
Who's just been around the longest? Cardinals.
Must have been around for a while. Wow. The Giants.
Old fucking baseball.
The Angels. I don't feel like they're
they're
not
only
good.
Came within the 60s.
Twins.
Orioles.
The Cubs. The Braves. The Guardians.
Old habit.
Yep. Pirates.
Oh, maybe.
It's an old team.
Yeah, they just been around.
Yep, there he is. Shout out to Paul Skeens. Gonna win the Cy Young. He's being screwed by his
losing
team.
record. Let's do it.
Oh, I mean, the tennis players with the Grand Slam percentage would be Novak Djokovic.
Nadal.
Just do the big four. Nadal, Djokovic, Federer.
Am I gonna have to do Djokovic? That's not my joke.
Try just Novak. See if that works. Okay.
I hate to see you struggle.
Federer, Roger Federer, greatest of all time. Nope. There it is. Who else?
Who's the man that had the fake hair?
Arthur.
Pete Sampras played against this man who did meth and crack cocaine.
What's wrong with me?
Is he not the
Andre Agassi.
Yeah.
Bjorn Borg.
Yeah. Yep.
And then who?
Why can't I?
You
think?
gotta be kidding me!
John McEnroe.
McEnroe. Did you say Jimmy Connors?
Robert Plant.
Arthur Ashe.
Serena Williams.
I mean, you can die and still be on this.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
Let's get to the chat. This is what they want. God, it's rolling in. I love this. Peru, Poland, Pakistan.
Lindell. Lendl.
Oh, Lindell. That might be.
I do enjoy some tennis now.
Yeah, that's a crazy thing.
Tennis
about
used to be
you.
a lot cooler.
How was that crazy? Tennis is a
No,
fun
we
sport.
rationalized it.
Yeah.
Tennis was
But
more fun before like two dudes
Peru.
just win every. Oh, I love these.
Panama.
Panama. Oh, Panama.
Pakistan.
I will die for Pakistan.
Oh,
Have you
God.
seen that video?
Oh my God.
Have you ever seen that video? It's
Portugal.
I sacrificed my life for Pakistan.
I am never editing myself again.
I will live for Pakistan.
Oh, you don't have to do it, boy.
Poland.
I love Pakistan. I will sacrifice my life for Pakistan. To sacrifice my own life for Pakistan.
Oh, please don't. It's not. Don't do it.
Back to it. Portugal,
Portugal.
Paraguay, Philippines.
Fuck, I just said one that. No.
Poland.
Poland. I said that.
Mike Lindenbaum.
Palau.
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 Colin Palau.
Colin Palau.
Palau. Papau. Papau.
Pow!
Nope.
Oh, New Guinea? There it is.
No, there it is.
Pow!
Papa.
Rat.
What? Dragon. Quit looking at me, Lloyd. Horse, goat, monkey. Ox.
Then caught all three.
Oh, rat.
We got that.
Ox.
Ox.
Nope.
No. Water.
Rabbit.
Buffalo?
Snake.
Rabbit. Yeah.
Year of the
Snake.
Buffalo, isn't it?
Dragon?
There's a snake in my boot.
I think Buffalo.
Is that the Red Dragon?
That's not-
Everyone
that's
is
not
a
Buffalo.
winner.
Don't listen to me.
Rush Hour 2.
I know.
Rooster.
Rooster and dog.
What about a cat?
Ha!
Oh, put in kitty.
Loser.
Kitty cat.
Kitty cat meow. Kitty cat girl.
Kitty cat meow.
meow.
Meow. Meow. Meow.
Sorry.
Rooster. We have rooster on there already. We're just looking for 2 animals.
Elephant?
Paraguay.
We said that.
We have that. We already have
You
that one
listen
done.
good. Eel. Octopus. What do they eat?
What do they? Oh, cat.
Fish? Koi?
Don't be so.
Don't be so coy. I thought ox. Maybe it's a cow. No, that's
Bull?
I'm being very patient, sir.
bird.
Mastiff.
We've tried ox. They
Bro.
keep saying ox. We've tried ox.
I
It's
know.
not
I really
ox.
think it's. Did you just try?
Bull.
They breed a Shih Tzu and a Bulldog.
And a bulldog.
You know what they called it?
What'd they call it?
A bullshit.
Billy said, speaking of rooster and that big old dog. Remember the old studio? Rooster across the street.
Oh shit,
And
Billy, yeah.
Billy came to that studio
He
one
did.
time and got met by the dog outside.
I'm typing in ox.
We're trying ox, guys. I
ox.
don't know what you want from us.
Is there another?
And you know what I think about you guys? XOXOXO, love y'all, kisses and hugs.
What the fuck is wrong with
A lot.
you? So much.
Bird.
A spider. Bird? A type of
Oh,
bird?
we're out of time.
Really?
Yep.
All right, we just missed 2 animals. What are they? Show me the answers.
Show me.
Big ox.
What the
Are
fuck?
you kidding me? How does that? That makes no sense.
No, we got that right.
That makes no
We just
sense.
missed pig.
We just missed pig.
And there's one.
Ironic.
I knew you were gonna do that, and you failed.
I did not.
You did. You hit spacebar and it went down.
I know
You
because I had the
failure.
keyboard enabled.
Well, you should have done better.
Eat that
Unless
meat.
somebody chewed it off.
Eat that meat.
Appreciate you,
You can
guys.
you can milk a pig.
I got nipples, Greg.
Can you milk me?
Can you milk me, Greg?
Pixie cat.
The mammary gland.
I got nipples, Greg. I can't do an impression of him.
Who? Robert De Niro.
These shoes. Baby, go on these shoes.
I'm
We appreciate you guys hanging out with us this morning on this beautiful
I'm
Thursday
bad grandpa. I
of
can't
Week
do it.
5 as LSU Ole Miss.
Plaza. Make me come.
That's pretty good.
LSU.
It's horrible.
LSU Ole Miss. Saturday at 2:30. Why are your eyes closed?
That's how he looks. That is how he looks. The voice is wrong, but the face is. Now do your Pacino.
You gotta fight for that inch.
Evidence! It's just we need
Oh.
all around. I look in the mirror.
You know what I saw? Baby, go.
Everybody I
on these
loved
shoes.
is gone. Pissed away all my money.
Money. My daughter.
I
hates
can't
me.
stand the face I see
You sound like the
when I look in the mirror.
You sound like the penguin.
Sure, let's go for it.
There you go.
Football. Game of inches.
Can't stop doing Robert De Niro over there.
Baby, go on these shoes.
Let's do a scene from Heat.
I've never seen it.
The heat's too hot. No, you do De Niro.
Baby, go on these shoes.
No, Robert, it's too hot. Heat, L.A. And that's been Heat.
That's why you spay new to your pets.
Spay new to your pets, folks. Don't let them breed.
Don't get baby go on these shoes.
Lord have mercy. Appreciate you guys hanging out with us this morning. We'll be back.
Touchdown. Sorry, nope.
We'll be back
Cameron Diaz
Tomorrow
is showing
morning.
my daughter.
7 to 9 a.m.
I'll give you the theme.
We'll
Don't
be back
tell
tomorrow
nobody.
morning, 7 to 9 a.m. Appreciate you guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow.